In this Class AA matchup, let's welcome the Tulsa Rebels and the Poca High School Dots. Introducing Tulsa's head coach, Mike Smith. Meeting at center court with Poca's head coach, Alan Osborne. For Tulsa, assistant coach is Ed May. For Poca, assistant coaches, Gary Sigmund and Will Isaacs. The support staff for Tulsa is Sean Sammons, Kelton Fields, Jesse Parsley, Amanda Copley, and Mary Dotson. Support staff for Poca, Emily McQuinn, Brooke Pettit, Adrienne Haverland, Chris Keaton, Joey Harper, Bo Hunter, and Kent Walker. Lions Club host for Tulsa, Tyson Swigert. Lions Club host for Poca, Joe Gregg. Now let's meet the squads. For Tulsa, wearing number 51, Landon Hatfield. For Poca, wearing number 22, Brian Augusta. For the Rebels, number 23 is Derek Webb. And for the Dots, 24 is Justin Asbury. From Tulsa, number 43, Brandon Stiltner. From Poca, number 32, Ryan Fanley. For the Rebels, wearing 33, Daniel Walker. For the Dots, wearing number 40, Andy Skidmore. For Tulsa High, number 15, Jason Walker. For Poca High, number 42, Rance Berry. From Tulsa, number 45, Alan Hovanak. From Poca, number 52, Robbie Hart. For the Rebels, number 41, Harvey Markham. And for the Dots, number 30, injured and not dressed, Matt Gibbons. Now let's meet the starting lineups. For Tulsa, 5'10" sophomore, number 21, Jay Sammons. For Poca, 6'1" sophomore, number 14, Rick Hotdrill. For the Rebels, a 6-foot junior, number 11, Ashley Pertee. For the Dots, a 6-foot senior, number 20, Patrick Dunn. For Tulsa, at 6'3", a senior, number 22, Josh Walker. For Poca High, a 6'4", senior, wearing 34, Chet Harless. For the Rebels, a 6'3", junior, number 31, Cameron Justice. For the Dots, a 6'8", senior, number 44, Sean Sargent. And for Tulsa, 6-foot senior, number 53, Joey Brumfield. For Poca, 6'8", senior, number 50, Tim Lyle.
It's game time. The tip-off is next, right after we hear this word from West Virginia American Water Company.
For description of this game without the express written consent of the Metro News Radio Network is prohibited. Once again, from the Charleston Civic Center Coliseum, here's Travis Jones.
Ready to put the ball in the air, and it ain't fair. Tim Lyle, 6'8", jumping against Josh Walker. Tip is won by Lyle, but the ball is stolen by Tulsa. Baseline jump shot. Ashley Pertee is up and good. You see that Tulsa wants to push the ball in a hurry throughout the course of this basketball game. Just in the first 10 seconds they have the ball. Out top, big 6'7". Sean Sargent with the ball. Now Lyle, turnaround jumper in the lane. It's a jump shot and it's good.
Good beginning for both teams, both clubs offensively, getting the ball to the spots they want.
Yes, you heard me right. Poca has a 6'8" and a 6'7" player on the floor at the 4 and 5 spots. Around the arc, spotting up. Pertee shoots for 3. No good. Rebound. They box off. Tim Lyle Joey Brumfield. Tolsia has a center of their own, and he puts the stick back up and in.
Brumfield giving up about 4 inches, but he's a wide body inside. Nice, quick, leaping ability to the ball.
4-2. Pass goes to Lyle. Left block, turnaround jumper. He's got a sweet touch, and he's got 4 in the game. We're tied at 4 with 6:53 to play here in the opening period. Pass on the left wing. Now they whip it around the arc into the hands of Salmons, and the point guard buries a three-pointer. Teams coming out red hot from the floor, and it's 7-4. Tulsa leading by 3. Down the far sideline, Cottrell, the sophomore, takes it baseline. Jump shot, no good. Tip back up and in by Surgeon, and it's good.
When you have 6'8", 6'7" on the front line, Travis, it's so easy to protect the backside and crash in and get the offensive rebound.
Brumfield around to Cameron Justice. Now to Jay Salmons. Salmons passes off right side. Josh Walker, the team's leading scorer. Comes in averaging 19 points per game, taking a 19-foot jump shot at the center. Brumfield, no good. Rebound underneath is cleared by Chet Harless of Poca. Harless crosses the timeline, top of the key, signals the play call, takes the ball to the right wing, looks inside. Tim Lyle frees himself along the baseline. Now he backs in, dishes it back out to Harless. Harless down the baseline, pull-up jumper 7, no good. Got his own rebound, followed it up, side of the mark, and it falls through. Chet Harless hits the bucket, 8-7 now. Lead is cut to 1. Tulsa with the 1-point lead in the basketball. Now Justice has the ball. We get a block. A moving screen is going to be called down on the low block on Tulsa, and that will turn the ball back over to Poca. Give it to Jay Salmons, the point guard, his first, team foul number 1. Right now, Poca on a 4-0 run, and they can try to continue this and take the lead. Into the front court, right-handed dribble. Cottrell bounce pass to Lyle, back out to Cottrell. High post pass. Surgeon takes the 19-foot jump shot, side of the mark, no good. Too strong. Rebound clear. Josh Walker. Here comes the Rebels, trying to run into the front court. Perty, left side. Gets it out to Justice for 3. In and out, no good. Rebound tipped by Brumfield into the hands of Poca's Patrick Dunn.
Poca defensively doing a nice job on Lyle. Cameron Justice, the 6'3", playing behind. Brumfield comes over to help out.
Tim Lyle has the ball, right block, turnaround jumper over the head of Brumfield, no good. Rebound cleared by Tulsa, up the floor. Perty takes it baseline, head fake, called on a travel.
Perty probably the best defensive player for the Rebels. He is the brother of Jim Perty, one of the all-time great football players at Tulsa High School. He's now on scholarship at Marshall.
4:44 to play here in the opening quarter, 8-7. Tulsa with a 1-point lead. Pass right side. Patrick Dunn made the all-tournament team a year ago. Passes back door. Rick Cottrell got himself free away from Perty. Put it up good.
When Lyle steps out, you've got to respect him around the free throw line, and that opened up nice avenues around the basket.
10-7. Pull-up jumper. Shot off the glass. No good from Jay Salmons. Poca with a 3-point lead, crossing the timeline. 4:16 to play opening quarter. Pass to Lyle on the baseline. He's double teamed, gets away from it, into the paint, throws the ball right into the hands of Josh Walker. Walker down the floor, splits 2 defenders, takes it to the rack. Wouldn't fall, followed up jumper. Ashley Perty is good. 10-9, 4 minutes to play. See that Tulsa wants to get out and run the floor, and the minute they pull down that rebound, they're looking for that quick outlet, trying to get in the transition game. Here's Dunn, pull-up jumper for 3, right of the key, and hit it. Patrick Dunn hits his first bucket of the basketball. Dunn, and then averaging 16 points. That is three-pointer, number 53 on the year. Lead is 4 for Poca. 13-9. Pull up 3. Walker, left side, in and out, back in again. It came out of the cylinder, bounced off the glass, and bounced back through.
Even though it's not been a fast-paced, fast break first quarter, still the tempo at this point would favor the Rebels.
Rick Cottrell takes it along the baseline and just could never control it. Thought he had it under control, lost it again out of bounds, and there's a break in the action from Charleston. Time to hear this message from the affiliated Construction and Trades Foundation. 3:15 to play here in the opening quarter. 13-12 is our score. Poca leading by 1 after the turnover. Tulsa will have the basketball. They come, the blue and orange Rebels into the front court. Passes far side to Perty. He thought about the pass, thinks about the 3, and hits it. Really a second thought for Perty. He has 7 points in the basketball game. Pulling out is Surgeon. Jump pass to Lyle underneath. Takes it baseline. Shot blocked out of bounds by Brumfield.
Brumfield rising to the challenge, Travis. Gives up about 4 inches to Tim Lyle, but very aggressive and active around the basket. Lyle got to the baseline, lost the dribble, and could not go up as strong as what he wanted.
Lyle has it again in the paint. Follow-away jumper, no good. Brumfield has been a factor early on for Tulsa. He pulls down the rebound. Gets it to Perty. Baseline. Passes out. Left corner. Justice for 3, and he drains it.
Justice is the one player that you kind of forget about offensively. The one rebel not in double figures, but yet at critical times he can spot up and drill.
They have been a factor. 4 threes in the quarter for Tulsa, and they lead 18-13. Wheeling around is Chet Harless. Dribbles between his legs. Takes it right side. Now left. Down the lane. Shot up. Foul called as he was sandwiched between 2 Tulsa players, and he will shoot 2.
There's a senior making the right decision, taking charge out on the floor. Tim Lyle boxed up, not able to flash and get a look at the ball, so Harless puts it on the floor, takes it inside to draw the action.
Walker picks up personal foul number 1, team second. Chet Harless will be at the line. He's a 73% free throw shooter. First one is up, front of the mark, and it trickles over. 3 in the game for Harless. Cuts the lead down to an even 4, and he's got another free throw upcoming from the line to the right. Reaches, this time it's all net. 18-15. Tulsa with a 3-point lead in the basketball. Jay Sammons pulls up on the dribble, passes out to Brumfield at 21 feet, top of the key. Now top of the key to Sammons. Poca, man-to-man defensively. Here's an open look at a 3-pointer right side, put up and no good from Josh Walker. Rebound is cleared by Poca. Down the floor, Chet Harless on the run. Pulls up, he's going to try a 3. Front of the mark, no good. Lyle pulls down the rebound, flicks it back up, no good. Rebound cleared by Tulsa. Between the legs dribble, in the backcourt, Perty is going to be fouled on a reach around from Chet Harless. That will be his first, team foul number 1.
Anytime that Tim Lyle goes up for the ball, there's someone leaning on him, trying to get the big guy to be off balance with a shot. So far, nice position defense by the Rebels.
Tulsa basketball as they trail, or lead rather, by 3, 18-15. Into the corner, Sammons takes his defender, Chet Harless. Now gives it up, coming down the lane. Walker puts it up, no good. Gets his own follow-up, missed it. Rebound cleared by 6'7", Sean Surgeon. Clears it out to Chet Harless, crosses the timeline. Clock at 1:22 to play, opening quarter, 18-15. Poca trying to cut into a 3-point deficit. Surgeon along the baseline, excellent move. Took his man to the right, came back left, put it off the glass and good. My correction, that was Tim Lyle. Hit it, his 6th point. Now a 3-pointer fired up right of the key. That is Jay Sammons. It's his 2nd 3 of the basketball game, and the lead is out to 4, 21-17 with 55 seconds to play in the opening quarter. Pass goes in. Lyle again on the block, puts his shoulder down. The offensive foul is called as Cameron Justice stood strong on the right block and allowed Lyle to plow into him. Did a little acting job and picks up the first personal foul on Lyle.
Cameron Justice is going to take some lumps today, particularly when Poca clears out and he's left one-on-one with Tim Lyle. But that time got to the blocks, held his position, and forced Lyle to make the move.
21-17, Rebel lead is 4. Clock ticks down to 35 seconds to play here in the opening half. Dribbling out, just watching the clock wind down, and Poca will not come out to challenge. So it's a free clock now for Tulsa. Jay Sammons dribbles with the left hand, switches it over to the right, back to the left, now between his legs. Clock at 17 seconds to play. Watches it tick. And here we go, 10 seconds. Sammons, top of the key. Waits for a cutter, can't find anybody. Passes off right side. Brumfield back to Sammons, shoots for 3. Foul called on the 3-point attempt with 2 seconds to play.
Keep your poise at critical moments of the game. Don't make mistakes that could really hurt you, and that's one of them. Not a real good look at the basket on the part of Sammons, but yet Poca breaks out and commits the 3-shot foul.
Jay Sammons has been doing things in threes here in this basketball game. He has 2 3-point buckets, and now he's got 3 free throws. First one is up, and it's through.
Travis, you know, in the second game of the season, Salmons, a sophomore guard as well. He really wasn't a factor. He wasn't involved in the outcome of that game like he could be today along with Cottrell.
Second free throw. You hear it rattle around and fall through. 23-17. Lead is out to 6. One more coming up with 2 seconds to play, opening quarter. This one's all net, largest lead of the game for Tulsa, 24-17. Down the floor, Dunn going to have to shoot from three-quarter court. Comes up with nothing. That's the end of the first period from the 1998 state championships in Charleston. With the score, Tulsa 24, Poca 17. This is the... Back courtside the Charleston Civic Center Coliseum. 24-17. Tulsa leads by 7. Rebels shooting 50% from the floor. And now Poca trying to get the ball inbounds to start the second period. Rick Cottrell's called on a 5-second violation.
Tried to call timeout, but after the count of 4, can't do so. Alan Osborne's biggest coaching job, not X's and O's right now, keeping his team poised, making sure the Dots don't panic, even though they trail here in the second quarter.
Bertie dumps it off into the corner to Justice. Tulsa 5 of 8 from beyond the arc in that opening quarter and only 1 turnover. Here's a jump shot. Brumfield 19 around the rim and no good. Rebound cleared on the weak side by Sean Surgeon. Gets it out to Harless. Poca into the front court. Harless pulls up, three-pointer off the mark, no good. Rebound cleared by Tulsa. Up the floor, lob pass, tipped high into the air, collected out of the air by Cameron Justice. He takes it under and scores his 5th point.
That's a nice job by Pertee. He acted almost as an offensive back, just wanted to deflect the ball up in the air to keep Poca from getting possession.
Lead is 9. Tim Lyle tries to answer, puts up the shot, missed it, but followed up as the defender had fallen to the floor. Cameron Justice and not allowed Lyle to follow up his own shot.
Yeah, Lyle always going to the basket, always looking for the offensive rebound, even though he's a 70% shooter.
26-19, three-point attempt, shot up quickly by Cameron Justice off the front of the mark and no good. Correction, that was Salmons. Rebound comes down to Poca, and Dunn tries to drive down the far sideline, and we get a whistle and a foul called on Tulsa on a hold.
Foul situation so far favors both clubs, Travis. Neither Alan Osborne nor Mike Smith like to go to their bench.
6:49 to play here in the first half. 26-19. Lob pass comes into Lyle on the high post right side. Into the corner to Harless. Back to Lyle, who's posted up. Turnaround jumper. It's good. He's fouled. He'll shoot one.
You can tell by the way that Tim planted in the lane. He was ready for the ball and had the position he wanted with Justice pinned on his hip.
Timmy Lyle has 10 points in the basketball game and will shoot his first free throw. 77% free throw shooter from the free throw line, and he hits. He was 12 of 12 from the line in the sectionals against East Bank. Cuts the lead to 4, 26-22. Popping out to take it is Justice. Thought about the 3 instead. Likes the 7-footer in front of the rim better. Missed the shot. Rebound pulled down by Poca. Stolen back by Pertee. Takes it under. Puts up the shot off the glass left side. And he draws the foul.
Absolutely Pertee, the best defensive player for Poca. And he showed why there. Just quick hands, darting out, slapping the ball away, then quick to pick it up and go to the floor in the hoop.
That was all Pertee that time for Tulsa with the steal and the conversion. Drew the foul on Rick Cottrell, his second team foul, number 4. Pertee, a 6-foot junior guard, hits the free throw. He has 10 points in the basketball game. 29-22, lead back to 7. Poca crossing the timeline. Ball in the hands of Rick Cottrell. Left-handed dribble. Now he yo-yos to the right. Gives it up on the right wing. Passes to Tim Lyle. Lyle stands at 19. Uses up his dribble now. Needs an outlet. Throws a pass wide of Chet Harless, but it is picked up by Harless as he makes an adjustment to the ball. Harless between the rings now. Poca being very patient this trip down offensively. Watching Tim Lyle cut down along the baseline pass, stolen out top. The center pulls one down. Brumfield takes it to the other end, puts it off the glass and good. Brumfield with 4. Alan Osborne will take a 20-second timeout, and Coach Osborne's thinking when the center's stealing the basketball and converting at the other end, it's time to talk it over.
I think if you would ask Tolsia coach Mike Smith, who's your center, who's your forward, he might just name anyone because the offense for the Rebels, so interchangeable.
A 5-0 run is Tulsa, and they lead 31-22. And you're exactly right. There really isn't a 5 spot on this team because all 5 members on the floor are so athletic.
And we've seen Brumfield step out from the 5 spot, post up, fire a couple of threes already per team. Likes to go inside, post up on the block, uses quickness to spin to the basket.
Mike Smith in his second year at Tulsa sends his team back on the floor with a 31-22 lead with 5:40 to play until halftime. Poca is going to have to hit some outside shots here, I think, to loosen up the inside game. Dunn's going to try from 18. Left it short. Rebound chase down in the corner. Tulsa had a beat on the basketball. Pertee got knocked to the floor, and the ball goes off his shoulder and out of bounds.
Poca really gambling on the offensive boards, trying to get in there, get the offensive rebounds. If they miss, it can really open up the transition for the Rebels.
On the inbounds, the lob goes to Lyle. He goes up strong in the lane, draws the foul. The ball goes harmlessly high into the air and back down. So Lyle will shoot 2. 5:29 to play here in the first half. 31-22. Tulsa leading by 9. That was on Pertee. Just his second. Team foul number 4. Lyle's free throw is up. It's good.
One thing about Tim Lyle, he recognized early in his career, if he was going to be an effective big man, he needed to perfect his free throw shooting. And he has done so. Quite adequate at the line.
Takes his time. The right-hander delivers, and tell you what, it is just right as rain. It's just 31-24 with 5:25 to play here in the second period. Tulsa with the lead and the basketball, looking at man-to-man defense. Pass goes left side. Josh Walker on the left wing. Popping out to take it is Justice. Step pass goes over to the far side, and now Brumfield, top of the key. Brumfield with his head partially shaven. Passes off to the far side. Salmon shoots the 3. This one way too strong. It's an air ball. It is attempted to be saved back in by Cameron Justice, but he was stepping out of bounds when he did so.
You can see Tulsa's a little bit different team offensively without Pertee in there.
That time a hurried shot came up with not the result that you would have wanted if you're Mike Smith. 4:55 to play in the first half. Poca now with the basketball. Harlan, top of the key, wheels out. Now underneath. Surgeon takes it too strong. Lyle got his big paw on the rebound. Knocked it from deep right to deep left along the baseline, and it goes out of bounds, not touching Tim Lyle.
Nice athletic ability by Lyle. Timing that tip, it's going up in the air, keeping it alive in the offensive end.
Jay Salmons working on. Rick Cottrell passes left side. Harvey Markham is checked in. Pass goes into the lane. Walker lost it for a moment. Picked it up, put it off the glass, no good, and Surgeon pulls down the rebound for Poca. Chet Harlan in possession, gets it to Surgeon. Poca trailing by 7 with the basketball. Lyle double team, left block, spin move, puts up a shot, got himself out of position, missed it, but it's tipped back up and in by Surgeon. 31-26. Josh Walker, left wing, around to Brumfield, into the hands of Cameron Justice. 3 ball in the air, and he hits it. His second 3, he has 8 points. That's the great equalizer. 34-26, and Tulsa shoots the 3s well. 3:47 to play in the first half. Lyle, double team, gets it out to Surgeon at the foul line, shoots from 15, hit the back iron, the front of the rim, and came off to the right side into the hands of Cameron Justice. Rebels leading by 8 points with the basketball. Overplaying a steal on the far side. Chet Harless doesn't have numbers. Going to pull up, start again down the lane. We're going to get a push foul called ahead of the shot, and that will be charged, I believe, on Jay Salmons, and that will be his second personal foul. Team fifth, 3:28 to play. Here in the first half, 34-26. The lead is Tulsa by 8. Exclusive Metro News coverage of the 1998 State Championship Tournament is being brought to you. Back courtside the Charleston Civic Center Coliseum. 3:28 to play until halftime. 34-26 is our score. 18 of Tulsa's points have come from beyond the three-point arc. Poca with the basketball, trailing by 8 on the inbound. Lyle threw it into the hands of a Tulsa player down the floor. Walker takes it under, missed the dunk. Pulled down by Markham on the other side. Gets it out to Justice, and he travels. Mike Smith just stands up and claps his hands. Like the senior player that time, just lay it up and in.
Yeah. Well, I tried to dunk when a layup will work just as well. Did not see the player from Weir try to dunk today, did you?
No, you sure didn't. He just put it in the hole. Here's a pull-up jumper from Dunn, and he scores. So that's basically a 5-point turnaround right there. And it's 34-28. We'll see what Walker can do on the far side now. Pass comes to Markham. Harvey puts it on the floor, passes right side into the hands of Jay Salmons. Now down the lane, jump shot put up, no good by Walker. Rebound underneath. Brumfield been impressed with him. He missed the follow-up, however. Markham pulls it down. Cross-court pass, right side. Walker for three, rattles out. Walker gets his own rebound, takes it under, and he is fouled solidly by Sean Surgeon. He'll go to the line to shoot two.
Walker realized he made a mistake in trying to dunk and came up short. That time he really got involved in the offense, going anywhere to try to make something happen to make up for that mental lapse.
Surgeon picks up personal foul number 1, team's 5th. Walker will be at the line. Josh came in averaging 19 points per game. He has scored just 1 3 in this game thus far. Free throw up too strong. 34-28. The lead stays 6 with 2:37 to play in period number 2. Walker in and around and out. Rebound Surgeon clears it out into the hands of Patrick Dunn. He breaks down his man, goes down the lane, runs into Cameron Justice, lost the ball in the process. Back at the other end, pass right side. Walker spots for three, no good. Rebound tipped up by Brumfield, couldn't get it on the tip. Poca pulls down the rebound. Up the floor, Cottrell to Lyle. Lyle into the lane, puts the shot off the glass, and a block is called, and Lyle will shoot two.
That's a good call by the official, Randy Clark. You saw Justice slide over once Lyle started to make his move.
Cameron Justice picks up his first team foul, number 6, or 7 rather, on Tolsia, and that will put Lyle at the free throw line. Timmy with 13 points. He's 5-11, or 5 for 11, I should say, from the field, and now 4-4 from the line.
Travis Poca slowly clawing their way back into this. The missed dunk, a couple of missed free throws, and the Dots capitalizing on the opportunity.
Lyle hits 2, lead down to 4. 2:10 to play in the first half. Crossing the timeline is Salmons. Passes off left side into the hands of Markham. Now Brumfield. Joey passes far side, top of the key. Here's Justice for 3. This is the front of the rim, but another offensive rebound for Josh Walker. He's done a great job here in the last 3 possessions on the offensive glass. Jay Salmons being guarded loosely by Cottrell. Spin move in the lane. Shot put up and good. And that time, Josh Walker got himself into the tall timbers. Splitted the wood and put it up good. 36-30. 90 seconds to play in the first half. Harless on the right wing. Holds it down low, swings it up top to Dunn. Now to Lyle. Good ball movement, but the ball thrown behind Surgeon. Picked off by Tolsia at the other end. Layup shot is good from Salmons. Just like that, the lead is out to 8 at 38-30. They had whittled it down to 4. Rick Cottrell on the floor, comes right side down the lane. Bounce pass goes off the foot of Timmy Lyle into the hands of a Tulsa Rebel. Crossing the timeline on the far side, Markham gets it to Brumfield, now between the rings, and they'll run some clock here. Get the shot they want. 38-30. Tulsa with the basketball in the 8-point lead.
Mike Smith went conservative with the substitution, taking Pertee out in the second quarter with 2 fouls, and his call will work.
Harvey Markham has done an excellent job off the bench. Hasn't hurt them. And Markham is going to be fouled by Patrick Dunn. Dunn was trying to slap the ball away from the spinning Harvey Markham. And he picks up his first personal foul. That is the 16th foul. So Poca uses the one they had to give. And Ashley Pertee will check in, replacing Harvey Markham. Markham gets a hand from the crowd. Tulsa faithful to our right. Gave him some quality minutes there. 38-30 with 36 seconds to play in the first half. Jay Salmons, 11 points in the bank. That is his average. Dribbles between the rings now. Guarded loosely by Andy Skidmore from Poca. Skidmore, 6'2", senior forward, seeing his first action of the game. Clock at 15. Here's Jay Salmon. Tulsa leads by 8. Clock ticks down to 10. Down the 9 now. Here they start to run their offense. Salmon's passes far side. Walker puts it on the floor, takes a baseline pull-up jumper from 7, and he finds the bottom of the net. Walker hits his 7th point of the first half, and the lead is 10. It's halftime at the Charleston Civic Center Coliseum with the score Tulsa 40, Poca 30. This is the Metro.
Civic Center Coliseum as the 1998 West Virginia State Championship continues.
Travis Jones along with Larry Speedy Bevins ready for second half action here. 40-30. Tulsa leading by 10 with the basketball. They're led in scoring. Jay Salmons has 11 at the break. 10 points for Ashley Purty. Tim Lyle leads all scores with 15. Tulsa turns the basketball over. Bounce pass right into the hands of Chet Harlett. Lead pass down the floor. Tim Lyle, point 17.
Nice body control by Lyle. Took the pass under the basket. Able to go straight up and concentrate for Poca, Travis. Important that they don't try to get this 10-point deficit all back at once. Stay in your game, gradually work against the lead.
Pass goes left side. That is a two-pointer put up just inside the arc by the center, Brumfield. However, offensive rebound is pulled down by Josh Walker in the face of Tim Lyle. He puts it back up and in.
Walker had a very slow 15 minutes of the first half, but the final minute, very active. And that slashing basket with under a minute to go really got his offense working.
Lyle, turnaround jumper over the head of Brumfield, and that is good. Tim Lyle, he gets that ball down in there. 80% of the time, good things are going to happen for Poca. He is. The Tulsa deny him the basketball. Jay Salmons, behind the back dribble to Jay Walker now. Shot put up. Right side, Purty, no good. Rebound chase down. Fought for, saved back in by Josh Walker into the hands of Joey Brumfield.
Tolsia does not give up on any ball that goes loose, no matter how far out of bounds it seems to be going.
42-34. Rebels pull up. Three-pointer on the way. No good. Cameron Justice. Rebound is cleared by Chet Harless. Puts it down the floor. Now he wants to push it a bit. Down the floor. That is Cottrell, rather. Takes it to the hole left side and scores. Things developed to Rick's liking on the right side. He found an alleyway, took it all the way under, and got a layup out of it. 42-36. Lead is back to 6. 6:09 to play in the third period. Pass comes right side. Into the hands of Salmons on the wing. Popping out to take it. Top of the key is Joey Brumfield. Now directing traffic. Here's Jay Salmons to Purty. Back to Brumfield. Poca, man-to-man. Really fighting through the screens to stay with their Tulsa Rebels. Top of the key, Salmons. Now on the right side into the hands of Justice. Top of the key. Three-pointer. Walker back on her. No good. Rebound chased down by Cameron Justice. Tulsa again gets another offensive rebound.
And it's not so much that Tulsa is getting the rebound and pulling down strong. All they're doing is slapping the ball, keeping it alive so a teammate can grab it.
Purty down the lane, shot off the glass, no good. Rebound tipped out into the hands of Dunn. On the run, Patrick pulls up at 19, lost the ball between his legs, regains the dribble, forces up the shot, partially deflected, pulled out of the air by Tulsa. At the other end, Walker bounce pass left side, Purty off the glass and good. He's got 12 in the game. 44-36. Lead back to 8 with 5:02 to play here in the third period. Tulsa lead. Here's a steal. Cottrell had his pocket picked. Salmons down the floor. Salmons layup shot is good. Lead back to 10 at 46-36.
Sophomore point guard playing with a lot of confidence at both ends of the floor. Timed the pick of Cottrell just right.
That was sophomore on sophomore that time, and the boy in blue won out. Now along the paint. He gets a shot inside from Spurgeon. Nice feed in there to the big 6'7" forward, and he scores off glass. 46-38. 4:25 to play, third period. Left side pass. Now back to the right of the key. Cameron Justice swings the ball down low. Passes to Jay Salmons. Salmons push pass right side for T. They wait for someone to pop out and take it. Brumfield does at 14. Puts up the shot. It is blocked out of bounds. Ricocheted off of Tim Lyle's hand and went out. Lyle that time got physical on the shot block. He only has one personal foul, so he can afford to be aggressive. 4:08 to play in the third. Here comes the inbound. It comes in to Salmons. Pull-up jumper. 19 is on the mark.
Sure, Alvin Osborne had a lot of concerns for Poca's offense, but Jay Salmons, nobody thought would be the leading scorer for the Rebels in this game.
He has 15. 48-38. Here's a shot from the foul line. Put up a Surgeon. No good. Rebound clear on the right side. Josh Walker down the floor. T takes it down the lane. He's ever so quick. Just could not get it to fall. Got himself in great position. Just lofted the shot up, and it trickled off the rim. Now Dunn inside to Lyle. Stands on the left block. Backs in. Throws it back out to Harless. Pull-up jumper from 19 is on the mark for Chet Harless. He's got 6. Lead is at 8. 48-40 Tulsa with 3:23 to play in the third quarter. T to Justice. Around to Josh Walker. Putting it on the floor is Salmon. Shot off the glass. It would not stick in the cylinder. Harless shot. Rebound cleared by the Polka Dots. Chet Harless starts, stops, pulls up. 17 in and out. No good. Rebound is cleared by Salmon. Salmon takes a poke. Pulls down the rebound. Three-quarter court pass down the floor to Brumfield. He puts the shot off. Side of the mark, no good. Poca pulls down the rebound. Both teams getting it up and down the floor now.
And you can see some of them on both sides of the ball getting a little winded at this pace.
Harless pulls the trigger on a 25-foot three-pointer. That's no good. Good box off by Tulsa. They pull down the rebound, and Salmons is going to be fouled on a reach-in with 2:37 to play here in the third. You can see it's going to be on Cottrell. That is going to be his third. It will be officials on the floor or on the shot. The officials confer. Now they come over and allow a sub to come in for Poca, Robbie Hart, and it's going to be called on the floor, so we will have a timeout. 2:37 to play in the third. 48-40 Tulsa.
Metro News coverage of the 1998 state championship.
Well, third quarter's almost gone by. 2:37 to play in the third, and things really staying status quo, Speedy. 48-40. Tulsa still continuing to try to work the ball inside offensively, and Tulsa has been creating turnovers and getting easy shots. Right side pass to Walker. Puts it on the floor. Now here's a turnover. Stolen by Tim Lyle. He takes it to the other end. Is fouled by Brumfield, and I tell you what, Tim Lyle stole that basketball, and I had to do a double take because he did not look like a 6'8 player moving down the floor with the ball.
Kept the ball low to the floor, and I'll tell you the other impressive thing, Travis, he did it all with his offhand, his left hand, and going strong to the basket and picking up the foul.
Tim Lyle has been deadly at the line in this game. 5 of 5. He's shooting 2. First one is up. It is good. The first foul on Joey Brumfield of Tulsa. Team foul number 1. 48-41. Lyle takes his time. Again delivers. This one is on the mark and good. 48-42. 2:22 to play. Quarter number 3. Lead is going to trim back to 6. Focus in as close as 4 in the second quarter. Here's Brumfield. And he travels in the lane.
Poca looking for a couple of things to help turn this game back to their momentum side. That could be one of them.
Patrick Dunn pushes it back to Rick Cottrell, the 6'1 sophomore. Walks it across the timeline. He's got 3 personal fouls. Patrick Dunn inside. That was Robbie Hart. Tried to go up strong, lost the ball on the way up. Tulsa pulls it down. Turnover gives the ball back to the Rebels, and they turn it back over. Walker had it stolen away. Chet Harless crosses the timeline. Pass left side. Hart along the baseline as he travels. Good defense from Cameron Justice to cut off his dribble drive along the baseline. Forcing off balance, and he fell down.
Poca a little bit frustrated. 2 times Tulsa turns it over, and yet the Dots were unable to convert at their offensive end.
Tulsa with the basketball, leading by 6 with 1:42 to play here in the third quarter. Pass goes to the far side. Ashley Percy got 12 points in the basketball game. He averages 13. Whips it around the arc. Now left side. Salmons with it. Gets it back to Percy. Poca man-to-man. Trying to challenge the passing lane. Percy gets by Dunn. Passes it off. Bounce pass to Brumfield, and he scores. The key was Percy getting by Patrick Dunn, getting the penetration. That
collapsed the defense around him, and he got a free bounce pass off the Brumfield, who scores at 6 points. Now in the lane, Tim Lyle, fall away, kind of stumbled, had his shot blocked, but it goes back into the hands of a Poca dot. And we're going to get a foul called away from the ball. It's going to be a push from behind on Joey Brumfield, his second personal foul. Only the team's second, and really we have not had problems with fouls in a basketball game from a team situation. That is only the third team foul of this half. 66 seconds to play. Tim Lyle pulls it into the paint, pushes it off left side of the lane into the hands of Patrick Dunn. Went up, had the ball taken away. Pertee at the other end. Pull up, looks for an option, finds one, and Sammons doesn't pull the trigger on the 19-foot jump shot that was open. Instead, he will pull it out, set it up. 47 seconds to play in the third period. Tulsa leading by 8 at 50-42. Jay Sammons working on Cottrell. Sophomore on sophomore. Pass it off. In the hands of 22, Josh Walker. Now to Pertee. He stands and watches the clock. Tick down to 25 seconds to play in the third period. 50-42. Rebels lead by 8. Poca just content to let Tulsa run the clock now. Cottrell scrambles around, trying to guard his man. Walker gets it back to Sammons. Clock at 6. Sammons passes off into the corner. Walker pulls a 19-foot jump shot. Nope, make it 20. It's a 3 for Walker. Poca inbounds the ball. They cannot get a shot off. So Tulsa watches the clock tick all the way down under 10, and Walker hits a three-pointer. He's got 12, and that is the end of the third period. Tulsa now with 7 threes in this basketball game on 7 of 18 shooting from beyond the arc. They have their largest lead at 11. And the one by Walker to close out the quarter meant so much to the momentum of this game.
Now Dunn misses a three-pointer on the rebound. Going to get a whistle and a foul called as Tim Lyle was fighting for position. The foul's going to be whistled on Tulsa.
Walker doesn't hit it. Poca opens the fourth quarter down by only 8. You feel like you could close that gap in a matter of minutes.
Brumfield picked up his third, and Tulsa steals the inbounds pass. And as the fourth quarter got underway, 4 seniors on the floor for Poca. Dunn, Harless, Surgeon, and Lyle all looked at their clock, and they know that this may be the final quarter of their career. Now trapped in the corner as Josh Walker will have to take a 20-second timeout as he was pinned in and had nowhere to go with the ball. 11-point lead is the largest of the game for Tulsa. They have played a whale of a basketball game, and really they have not let Poca's size, even in the half court, bother them all that much. Sure, Tim Lyle's gotten his points, but especially off the glass, they've held their own.
Poca has tried to keep up with the tempo of this game, but to their disadvantage, Tulsa was able to set it in the second quarter, and from there, the Dobbs have been playing the style of ball the Rebels wanted to play.
7:37 remaining. Rebels with the basketball and a 53-42 lead. Weir waits in semifinal Friday at 11:45 on Friday morning. Pass goes in to Justice. Around to Brumfield. Waits for a cutter. Finds one in Walker. Walker puts it on the floor. Takes it under. 7-foot jump shot. No good. Strong rebound. Brumfield actually got knocked to his feet. Kept his dribble. Put it up the fall-away jumper that was no good. Rebound comes down to Poca. Patrick Dunn. Left-handed dribble on the left wing. High post. Surgeon takes it to the foul line. Dips it underneath to Lyle. Lyle left the shot short. Rebound comes down to the Rebels. Pertee running, gunning, passes left side into the hands of Sammons. Back to Pertee, between the rings now to Josh Walker. Passes off to Jay Sammons with 6:55 to play. Mike Smith, crouched over in front of his bench, has his offense in the front court. Backdoor cut wide open. The layup missed by Jay Sammons, and Sammons is called for the foul on the rebound. Sammons had broken free from the man-to-man underneath the hoop and just left the shot short.
Tim Lyle still in there fighting away, Travis. The previous play down the floor for Tulsa offensively, Lyle got the rebound, then sprinted down the floor to get into position to take that shot. Still very much wants to rally the dots.
Now underneath, they put up a shot, foul called. Tim Lyle could have used that one. Couldn't get it to stick, but he'll go to the line to shoot two. Tim Lyle scored in double figures in every single game this season, and this one is no different. Tim Lyle with 19 points in the basketball game.
Tolsia has been so good at getting to the spots on the floor defensively and denying Lyle the opportunity to plant and post up.
Brumfield picked up his 4th personal foul, so he'll have to go to the bench. That could be a factor here in the final 6 minutes and 37 seconds, because that was Tulsa's one player with over 6'3" size. And he has done a good job in the paint today. Lyle hits another. Lyle's 9 of 9 from the line this game.
For Tolsia now, their job offensively is to kill the clock without killing their momentum.
53 to 44. Alan Hovnak is checked in. The pass goes left side, and that's the way to keep the momentum going. Josh Walker pulls it in. Left block goes up, banks it in, and a foul called on Poca.
One of the dots got caught up in the pick. The screens along the baseline had a mismatch underneath. Cottrell, the sophomore guard, ended up on Walker, and Walker quickly turned, put it to the hole.
4th foul on Cottrell. Walker at the line. He is 0 of 2 from the free throw line. This one rattles in and out. No good. Rebound, follow up. Ovanak is no good. Poca pulls it down. Chet Harless. Team trailing by 11. Pull-up jumper from the left elbow. No good. Good quality rebound from Salmons. Down the floor. Pull-up jumper from 7. Back of the iron. No good. Sargent clears it. Looks for an outlet. Gets one, and Rick Cottrell crosses the timeline. The sophomore playing with 4 personal fouls. Inside to Tim Lyle. Turnaround jumper, and it sticks.
The stamina of Tim Lyle is incredible, Travis. He is sprinting from both ends of the floor, getting set up defensively, getting a rebound, coming down, planting himself offensively.
Lyle now out guarding Hovnak. Left side for T, into the hands of Salmons. Man-to-man from Poca, head fake. Walker sends his man into the air, pulls up on a 17-foot jump shot, and buries it.
And if Tulsa is patient, they will be able to get those kind of shots, because Poca is going to be jumping and diving at every opportunity defensively.
16 for Walker. Lyle answers at the other end. Right now, it's Walker and Lyle just exchanging hoops. 57-49. The lead is at 9 with 5:09 to play. Tulsa been in control of this basketball game in the second half. They led by 10 at the break. Here's a 3, left side. Salmons, front of the mark, no good. Rebound comes down in the lane in the hands of Patrick Dunn. Dunn crosses the timeline. Passes to Sargent, top of the key. Now he whips it around into the hands of Harless. Now to Lyle. Lyle is double teamed, takes it to the hole, puts up the shot, missed it. Rebound tipped out. Lyle missed a golden opportunity there. Got himself really in close. Now Walker trapped along the sideline. Gets it back to Purty, over to Walker, left alone, 3-pointer, too strong, rebound, weak side, chased down by Harless. Harless falls to the floor and has it stolen by Cameron Justice. And now Tulsa wants to take a timeout, or will we get a foul instead of a timeout? Technical foul is going to be the call on Poca.
I can understand why Mike Smith wants the timeout. You're protecting a 9-point lead under 5 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. You're launching threes.
4:25 to play. The technical foul was called, I believe, on Chet Harless. That will be his second. That's going to put Purty at the line. He puts it up good. He's got 13 points, and that's exactly what you didn't want if you're Alan Osborne. Still, you had it at a 9-point lead. Now they hit 2 free throws. It's back out to 11, and they have the basketball.
And Tulsa really was not playing smart offensive basketball either.
So instead of Mike Smith having to take a timeout, Poca will take a timeout. And for Poca offensively in this game, Speedy, it's been a lot of Tim Lyle, 27 points, not enough everybody else. Patrick Dunn came in averaging 16 points. He has 5. Chet Harless averaging 14. He has 6.
That's the pressure on the guards that Mike Smith talked about. It had to be the factor for his club defensively.
Now Tulsa, after the timeout, they have gotten the orders. Run some clock. They throw it away. Per T, they were able to eat some time off the clock, about 35 seconds before they turned it over. Patrick Dunn, right of the key, pulls up on the dribble, passes off to Andy Skidmore, cross court, open, Cottrell. They need this one, and he gets it. A three-pointer, his 7th point. That cuts it down to 8. Well, they needed that one. And Rick Cottrell delivers. The sophomore hits the 3 with 3:39 to play, and we're going to get a foul call. It's going the other way. Illegal screen is going to be the call underneath on Tulsa. Alan Ovnak. That's going to be his first.
Mike Smith will now take the gamble for Tulsa, reinsert Brumfield into the lineup with the 4th foul.
So Poca, they're going to make their run. Better do it now. 3:33, popping out of Skidmore. Passes off into the corner. Now underneath Lyle. Turnaround jumper off glass. No good. Got a great look. Could not get it to fall. He's missed 2 tough inside shots on back-to-back trips now. Ashley Pertee down the far sideline, leaves it back out into the hands of Jay Sammons. Sammons has it slapped away, but regains it, throws it away. Patrick Dunn knocks it down, picks it off. Dunn comes down the lane, tries to get it to Lyle. The ball stolen back. Not a good break by Patrick Dunn. Dunn didn't leave enough spacing in between himself and Lyle. Tulsa with the basketball. Sammons brings it into the front court, gets bumped, passes off right side to Walker. Clock at 2:50 to play. Walker drives under, shot off glass and good. Quick off the dribble, and the lead is out to 10. 61-51 is that time he just saw Walker break down his defenders, get by him, and no one helped out. Sturgeon, top of the key, over to Skidmore, looking inside constantly for Lyle, goes into Lyle. Lyle takes a bump, gets knocked down, and that was pressure close to being Brumfield. Swan foul, if you will. No foul called there, and Poca will inbound. Chet Harless comes back in. 61-51 with 2:26 to play. Skidmore will inbound. On the left sideline, left baseline rather. Lobs it in. Sturgeon takes it against Brumfield, puts the shot up too strong, no good. Rebound cleared by Percy. Poca has missed 3 inside shots in this quarter. 2 from Lyle and that one from Sturgeon.
Travis, I think that's a sign that they're winded, running out of gas. Not physically strong enough to finish in the lane at this point.
Now the formula is simple for Tulsa. Just run clock, get an open shot. Here they get penetration. They set it back out wisely. Walker over on the far side to Cameron Justice. Poca's got plenty of fouls to give. Now they go back door. Brumfield pulls it in along the left baseline. Reverse layup shot is up and good.
And if Tulsa keeps their spacing like that, Poca won't be able to trap him.
Harless misses his shot, and on the rebound, the ball comes out into the hands of Jay Sammons. Sammons has his clock cleaned at 3/4 court, and the foul's on Andy Skidmore. And Sammons, the sophomore, will walk to the other end after a Poca timeout. 1:35 remaining in the basketball game, 63-51. You're
listening to Metro News coverage of the 1998 state championships.
Tulsa's been in control of this basketball game since, well, let's say midway through the opening period of play. They opened up a 7-point lead at the end of one, led by 10 at the halftime break. But more importantly now, they lead by 12 with 1:35 to play.
And even if the Dots come out to immediately foul, it does not send the Rebels to the free throw line. Poca still has 3 fouls to give before they go on the 1-and-1.
Here they come. Pertee lost his place. He was all alone on the inbound pass, and Pertee almost forgot which end of the floor they were playing on, and once he realized it, he took it in for a layup. 65-51. Dunn shoots for 3, draws air, save back into Lyle, missed the shot, follows it up, no good. Rebound tipped out into the hands of Robbie Hart. He follows it up, missed it, and on the rebound, going to get a whistle and a foul called on Tulsa. Charged the foul on 21. Jay Sammons, his 3rd. That is the 17th foul, so we will get free throws upcoming from Tim Lyle.
Tournament games, you can always expect the unexpected. A player stepping up during the course of the regular season did not show signs that he could come in and hurt you. And today, that player for Tulsa has been Jay Sammons.
28 points for Tim Lyle in the basketball game as he hits the first shot of a 1-and-1, gets the bonus shot, hits this one. 65-53. Poca now needs some quick turnovers here. They're chasing in the backcourt. Percy with it, up the floor, into the hands of Salmons. Backdoor, all alone, taking another slam dunk. Josh Walker made up for the missed dunk earlier in the first half. This time, he goes belly to belly with a Poca player, hits the slam dunk, and draws the foul. Well, I think that makes up for it.
In a big way. That's beating Tolsia at their own game because the Rebels so strong with their ability to dunk.
Robbie Hart picks up his first personal foul, and Walker strokes the free throw. 68-53, 59 seconds to play. Unless Poca pulls out a miracle here, we will have a guarantee of new state champions in Class AA. There will be no repeat. Missed shot by Poca, down the floor. Nice pass. Walker goes to Percy. Shot is blocked or knocked off the cylinder. That is goaltending, and Percy will be credited with the bucket. That will be point 18 for Ashley.
And Poca simply defending out of frustration now. The goaltending call there, the foul on the breakaway layup a moment ago.
Ransberry will check in for Poca. Also substitutions for the Tulsa Rebels as their fans celebrate in the end zone to our right. 47 seconds to play. 70-53. The largest lead of the game for the Rebels is 17. Crossing the timeline is Dunn. Takes it down the lane. Shut off glass and good. Dunn scores just his 7th point in the game. And a timeout will be taken. With 38 seconds to play. 70-55. Coming over the head of Tim Lyle and Surgeon. That's how they were able to get a lot of offensive rebounds. On the inbound immediately, a foul. Robbie Hart picks up his second.
Unless something happens with some three-point shots, Travis, every loss that Poca will have this year, all 5 losses, the Dots will have failed to score 60 points.
And now it's 70-55, and immediately on the 16th foul. Foul is going to be called on Poca in the backcourt. He will walk to the other end and shoot free throws. 70-55. Walk to the other end, and it'll be Ashley Perty that will toe the strike.
Mike Smith came in with an excellent game plan defensively. Knew it's impossible to shut down a player like Tim Lyle completely. Just made Lyle work a little bit harder for his baskets underneath. Got him involved defensively where he had to be running a lot. And then shutting down that perimeter shooting game of Poca.
Speedy Joey Brumfield just checked out. He had 8 points in the basketball game, and that is 3 under his average. But boy, did he do a ton of things well in this game. Perty misses the free throw. Poca with the ball in the front court. Justin Asbury tries to get it along the baseline. The ball goes out of bounds. (70-55), so it's going to be Tulsa and Weir in the semifinals. Baseball pass down the floor, connects with Daniel Walker, and he scores off glass. 72-55. Clock down to 16 seconds to play. Lob pass into the corner. Ransberry shoots for 3, and the ball sticks as it is pried in between the basket and the glass. Second time that has happened today here at the Civic Center. And the ball will belong on the possession arrow. Will go out to Tulsa with 12 seconds to play. So Tulsa will improve their record to 22-2. Here's Walker getting it in the backcourt. Clock at 9. Poca still trying to foul with 5. Throws it ahead. Bounce pass comes left side. And Derek Webb will be fouled with 3 seconds to play. So Webb will shoot 2 on Ransberry's hack. And it's all academic at this point because Tulsa has done the job, and they have advanced here at the Charleston Civic Center Coliseum. So Webb will get a chance to get his name in the scorebook. Puts it up. No good. Webb again. This one in and out. No good. Clock at 3. Rebound pulled down by Barry. Lee pass down the floor, and that is it. Well, Tulsa sweeps Poca 2-0 on the season series, and the Rebels advance in the 1998 Boys High School Basketball Tournament. The final score from Charleston, Tulsa 72, Poca 55. We'll return to the state capitol.